all the dishes I've made so far, this is definitely one of my favorites. It's an epic Callaloo ravioli in none other but a Callaloo Alfredo sauce. So as usual, we're going to start off with the traditional method of cooking callaloo. You're going to wash one bundle of callaloo with salt and pat dry. Gather your knife, chopping board, and a large bowl. Then you're going to chop off the large, thicker stems. They are edible, but they will be very tough and take much longer than the leaves to cook. Once you're done, you're going to grab all the stems and form the callaloo into kind of like a bouquet. You're going to chop from the stems going up to the leaves. Take your time and make sure you get them nice and thin. The stems will almost be transparent and the leaves will be in long shreds. I use a little more than half of this callaloo for this recipe, and I just put the rest in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer for later use. Next, you're going to chop your onions, tomatoes, and Scotch bonnet peppers. To gather your dry seasonings in a little dish and put your stove on medium-low heat. Heat your oil in the pot and saute the onions, tomatoes, and peppers. Once the onions are soft, add half of the dry seasonings and stir. Once you've done that, add the callaloo on top of that and the other half of the dry seasoning, then cover the pot. After about a minute, the greens would have started to steam down. So you stir it all up and add 2 to 3 tablespoons of water and then cover. After about another minute or so, you're going to check on the pot and add another 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. Stir and cover again. The next 3 tablespoons of water will be mixed in with some sugar and salt. And then after another minute or so, then you would add this sugared water. Stir and cover. Let it cook for a few more minutes until the leaves and stems are tender but not mushy. And that's how you make Jamaican callaloo. Normally served for breakfast, you can have it for dinner as well. You have it with pretty much any carb that you want. But on to the ravioli. Next, we begin the Alfredo sauce. You're going to separate half the cooked callaloo in a plate to completely cool, and then you're going to place the other half in a blender with milk and blend. In the same pot you cook the callaloo in, you're going to melt some butter. Then you're going to add your garlic and saute until you can smell the garlic, but you don't want to burn it. Add the blended milk mixture, your cream, parmesan cheese, salt, your dry seasonings, and you're going to let this cook until the sauce is thick. Then you just set it aside. Now to make the ravioli, you can either use one wonton wrapper or you can use 2. For the 2 wrapper method, you take one sheet, place a filling in the center, brush some egg wash around, and then you cover it with the second. I prefer the 1 sheet method, where you spoon the filling into the center, you egg wash 2 sides, and then you fold it over in half. And you want to make sure that you press out the air bubbles from the center out to the edges. Then you're going to flour your raviolis so they don't stick together. After you've made all your ravioli, you're going to cook them in batches in some boiling water. And after about a minute, they will be cooked. You'll know because they'll start to float to the top and they'll be a little transparent. I didn't cook mine all at once, so I only sauced a few. Next, it's time to plate them up and enjoy. I was actually trying to make this look like a star design, but as you can see, it was a fail. Nevertheless, star or not, these babies are yummy. No joke, I could eat them every day. I should have grated some more Parmesan cheese on top and some cracked black pepper, but it's all good. Till next time.